Owning a firearm is one of the safest things you can do. Every firearm can be completely safe in the arms of someone who knows what they are doing. If you follow the right rules, then you will never have an accident with your firearm. It is very easy to follow these rules. They are very, very simple. Hopefully, as we go over some of these rules, you will realize that guns are very, very safe. They are only dangerous in the hands of someone who is being foolish or someone who has bad intent. There are 4 very simple rules to follow. The first rule is always behave as though the weapon is loaded. Even when you know it is not loaded, treat it as though it is. If you always treat your weapon as though it is loaded, then you will never have an accident. Accidents almost always occur when the person handling the weapon assumes it is safe. Never make that assumption. Always assume it is loaded and ready to fire. If you treat it as though it is always loaded, then you will never have an accident. The second rule is never point your weapon at something that you do not wish to destroy. If you do not want to hurt anyone, do not point your weapon at them. Even if you are playing around, which is something you should never be doing while holding a real firearm. Always treat the firearm as though it is loaded and never point it at anything that you do not intend to shoot. Always be aware of where the muzzle of the weapon is located. That is called muzzle awareness. The third rule is always keep your finger off the trigger. That is called trigger discipline. Always, always keep your finger off the trigger. Never put your finger on the trigger until that moment when you are ready to fire your weapon at the intended target. Notice how I have my finger where it is. I never put it on the trigger, ever. It is always up here. If you never have your finger on the trigger, then there is no way you will be able to accidentally pull the trigger and hit something by accident. The fourth rule is to always be aware of everything around and behind your target. Even if you hit your target, when the round goes through the target, what will you hit? Always know that. Never just fire your weapon thinking that your target is the only important thing in front of you. You only want to hit what you mean to hit. And if your weapon penetrates your target, what will it hit then? You should always know what is around your target, not just your target. If you follow those rules, every time you touch a firearm, you will never have a problem. And you will always enjoy your firearm, and it will always work for you the way you intend it. Bye-bye, bunnies.